What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the Collective Clips where you already know we get it in, right? But before we get it in, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Ding! Man, put your notification bells on all so that way you're directed in the direction of the dope content I'm kicking. And I highly appreciate all the support. We're going up and it's all because of you. And for that, I can say gracias, man. I appreciate it and I'm very humbled. Thank you. So trip out. Yesterday, I peeped out a video. Man, it's the talk of the town, right? It sparked a little bit of controversy. The video is a unity video, a Norteño unity video. And I haven't seen one of these in a very long time where different Norteños from different cities, different sections, different areas have come together to actually drop a video, a video in unity. The last time I seen one of these was back in the 90s, man, when the GUN album came out. And I remember, man, that sparked a movement. I could distinctly remember, that shit was everywhere. There was posters. I know my primo got one. Huelga, right? There was poster CDs being given out, man. There was a lot of canalismo, a lot of unity, all the way from Tulare County, Kern County, Kings County, Merced County, the Bay Area, all the way up north, the Salad Bowl, San Jose. Everyone came together as one united front, one united people. And that's one thing I can say about the Norteño cause, man, is, a long time ago, there used to be a lot of red on red. There used to be a lot of inner fighting, vario to vario warfare. And look, there still is, quietly as it's kept, in different cities like Sacramento, San Francisco, whatever city, there's always going to be beef because the number one thing in any type of gang is people want to be considered the hardest vario or them steppers, right? Them certified gangsters. That's just how it is, right? No matter if you're north or south or east or west, you're always wanting to be that one, right? Every hood's like that. It's just in the Kool-Aid. That's, and everyone drinks it. But watching this video yesterday, I could see the canalismo was there. These guys are a united front. They stand strong together. And I didn't see nothing really wrong with the video, but I seen one line that stood out amongst the rest. Now, we all know when Lazy Boy pulled up to No Jumper, there was a lot of people that had hurt feelings, a lot of people that were feeling some type of way. And I'm not going to say it was Southerners or Northerners. I'm just going to say there's a lot of people that wanted to voice an opinion and think that was a bad thing, when I thought it was a beautiful thing. I thought it was, now, albeit I don't care for that platform. I don't care for its host and the type of conflict he tries to cause, the type of chaos he tries to cause in the urban and the Latino and in the brown and black communities. But at the same time, hey, man, that man is just allowing you to go perform at his platform, to go speak your truths. And if you decide to say too much, that's on you, man. If you fall for the okie doke and you're dumb enough to fucking be susceptible to the bullshit questions he asks, that's on you. If you take it for a platform where you can go get your point across, man, and speak some real shit without speaking too much real shit, well, then you're good, right? That's just the way that is. Anyways, again, like I said, I don't condone that individual, but as a platform as a whole, as an opportunity for the Northern cause and the Southern cause to go get the message put out for the raza, absolutely, man, do your thing. That's on you. Quietly as it's kept, you can't let the next man knock your hustle. You always got to be about your hustle. So anyways, I see this unity video and it slaps. The song slaps. The whole get down with the different fucking ciphers, basically from the different, different Norteños from different sections, different areas. I could get down with that, man. I could respect the music. I could respect the Northern cause pushing their people. Forever forward, man, has always been a saying with the Norteño movement, man. And it seems like these guys are starting to make noise. They're starting to get on social media and let it be known, man, that Norteños rock a certain way. And you can't be mad at that. You can't hate on that. It doesn't matter where you're from. You don't have to embrace it and love it, but you can leave it, right? If she don't like it, she land it, right? You could do that. Now, at the end of the day, those that oppose, those that don't like it, they don't like it for whatever reason, whether it's a bias, whether it's gangbanging, or with all the bullshit that's going on nowadays because of that No Jumper interview. And then, of course, Lefty Gunplay saying what he's saying, and he's been saying new things. We're going to get to that right now. I can see people feeling some type of way. I can see the wedge in between North and South that's always been there being hammered down even more so, and now it's splitting apart even further. Regardless if the inside controls the outside, what you have going on is a lot of individuals that ain't adhering to it and ain't trying to hear that shit, and they're just going to keep stepping the way they step. Now, when it comes to the Norteño movement, okay, the reason why the Norteños say things upon the South in their songs or mention the South in their songs is up north in Northern California. There's always been guerra. It's always been war with the upstate Southsiders, right? So the North and South war is pretty prevalent up north. It's always been going on. It always happens. It happens daily. We just had the incident in Santa Cruz where the Southsiders decided allegedly to pull up and try to run Acito and GB up out the stage, right? We've had, there's several instances, like I said, and that was in Santa Cruz. I've been in Santa Cruz where people ran up on each other. San Jose, man, you get in the mix, you hit the wrong street, bend the wrong corner, the funk is on, right? In several cities up north, you've had invasions in Richmond, man, where Sureños were able to establish and take over a whole city. And it's just the way it is, right? It's just the way it is. It's war. It's chess, not checkers. It's fucking I sunk your battleship. People are over there up north in Northern California really pushing pavement, really putting paint where it ain't, really getting to the motherfucking product of war, okay? Now in Southern California, it's different. In Southern California, you have Vario on Vario, blue on blue, hood and hood shit, right? There's never been a Norteño presence in Los Angeles or Southern California, period. So they don't even trip. There's so many Southsiders that have never seen a Norteño in real life. Now they have because of No Jumper. Now they have because of social media. But prior to that, unless you were incarcerated, been laced up a certain way, and been to prison, you wouldn't even know what a Norteño looks like. You know, and according to what people say, they always throw, something out there that the Norteños are beneath or less than or don't look the same or have different movements or different swag. And so there's always going to be a bias because that's all they know. But, down south, to be totally truthfully honest with you, having done time down south, there was a lot of Southsiders I met or Sureños that didn't even know what a Norteño was or looked like. It shocked them. They knew that we were the enemy. They knew that they had to get off where they were mad at because that's what they were being told. But a lot of them were like, damn, I thought Juvatos had fucking a tail and eyes over here, right? They thought we looked like the guys from Hills Have Eyes. When they met us, they were like, damn, whopping. How can we tell, right? There was no difference there. Really, it wasn't too much of a difference. Certain haircuts and certain swag and little bit of a different flavor, but it was all a brown thing, right? And I was able to adapt to my surroundings, and albeit, man, it took a lot of fighting, a lot of strife, a lot of struggle. But when you come from the northern struggle, that's what the struggle is. You understand, man, it's all about the establishment of the people for social status of equality. Basically, we're always going to be on the short end of the stick, man, and we have to make that stick work for us. That's what a Norteño struggle is, right? With the Southsiders, it's a little bit of a different struggle because they have their struggles too. But their struggles, albeit, are within each other, within their own group. Whatever they got going on, that's their reglas, that's their shit. So now with No Jumper, this platform being an official platform that's opens its doors to everybody, there's a conflict of interest. There's a problem, okay? There's a serious problem. The serious problem being that people already know Adam, the host, as a shit stirrer. They already know him as a person that causes conflict within his own people, within his own fucking hinted that he has working for him. I mean, look, DW Flame is gone now, AD's gone, House Phone's gone, fucking Duno's gone, fucking Lush is gone there, gone wherever he's gone, right? And then Adam's too busy making porn movies. So you got a lot of fucking bullshit going on. I've always wondered why all these guys that are in conflict with each other just happen to always miss each other. They're never there at the same time. Who would have thought that? Is that shit scripted? One never knows, does one? But it just seems funny to me. But again, that's their platform. And if you want to go on it as a certified real one, whether it's Lefty Gunplay, Chito Ranas, Lazy Boy, now Bands is going, man. They haven't dropped the interview yet, but I'm looking forward to watching and seeing what he said. Gold Toes. These guys are using it as a business platform to push their business, man. Not necessarily to sit there and talk about gang shit with the guy who fucking doesn't know the first thing about it. Okay? That's just point blank simple. And now what it has done, this No Jumper platform has caused a lot of interest, but also a lot of pleito, a lot of drama, right? Now everything north and south that's been going on prior to No Jumper, the bullshit shenanigans with the disrespecting songs and the lightweight disses and the subliminals, that's always happened. It's going to continue to happen because you have two groups that are in opposition of each other. They don't like each other. So one group or the other group's going to mention each other, whether it be the South Side disrespecting the North, like Lefty Gunplay, feeling some type of way, not wanting to do songs with the Norteños, when the Norteños don't want to do songs with him as well, but voicing that, or whether it be Bozo talking about the North already lost the fight and the Southern cause is greater than, or whether it be just typical regular guys that have never been in the industry, whether rappers or comedians or whatever, voicing their opinion on social media. It's going to go like that. And then, of course, the Norteños for a long time, have been very quiet, not very vocal. They have on some songs, on some diss tracks, but they haven't been real vocal on social media about how they feel about what they consider the Southern oppression or the Southsiders, right? And now they're starting to voice that. Whether Ahuila came and gave them the green light to go ahead and do that on social media, it's being done. Okay, back in my days, like I said, it flabbergasted me to see Lazy Boy pull up and speak on some of the things he did, because prior to that moment, I never seen Norteños present their case like that. But I guess it's okay now, and ain't nothing wrong with it. Hey, the voice of the voiceless, man. Hey, the gente need to be heard too. If you're going to strive for social status of equality, then you have to strive for it in all areas, right? So now they're saying what they have to say, because whether they're tired of dropouts speaking for them, or they're tired of people misconstruing the stories and thinking one thing about them when it's not that thing, I can understand it. Forever forward in their movements, the homies are going to do their thing. Okay, and the Southsiders are going to continue to do their thing. So I was watching an interview, and we're going to get back to the fucking song that was dropped, the Unity song, because there was one lyric that stood out amongst the rest that I feel shouldn't have even been in that song. But hey, of course, to each their own. But I'm going to dissect it and tell you why it shouldn't have been. Right now, you have Lefty Gunplay. Respects to Lefty, man, doing his thing. And man, the controversy continues with him. Now, people are talking about, or we've seen the little video, maybe it was a skit, maybe it wasn't, where he's arguing with the chick and threatening her and calling her the N-word and whatever, man. And I did a video yesterday pertaining to not that situation. See, people got it confused. I'm talking about it happened again. I'm talking about a situation a month and a half back, where he did the same thing on his IG Live with the female, right? Way before this skit or whatever this was, this 20-in-1 thing. But people thought it was pretty much the same thing because it coincided. But it was not. I hadn't even seen that fucking video when I was talking about what I was talking about. But now, subsequently, that video has dropped, so I could say, man, that this guy kind of has a prior, man. He's been doing this. Excuse me, I got the burpees. You know what I mean? Máquina time. So, I mean, it is what it is. No hate on Lefty, man. I hope he fucking wins in the game. I hope he fucking gets all the big pile of money he wants. I hope he's able to Scrooge McDuck and ski down that shit, right? But at the same time, man, everything that you say will be held against you, even in social media. You can't just go saying anything, man, or disrespecting women, because people are going to feel some type of way. People are going to fall back and fall off. Anyway, so I heard him say, he was on the phone with a certain content creator, and he was able to facilitate that phone call and kind of interview him over the phone and figure out, hey, bro, how do you feel about Norteños pulling up to No Jumper? Now, I consider that question kind of stirring the pot just a little bit. Who gives a fuck what he thinks about Norteños pulling up, bro? But again, who gives a fuck what I think about it too, right? So whatever, man. If you want to hear it, you want to hear it, right? So they wanted to hear what he had to say. And of course, in a derogatory fashion, he had to play the high power role and say, hey, next time Adam needs to call me. For what? You're going to literally pull up? You were right there with your camarada, fucking Lucky. You had already, the pull up was already there, bro, and nothing happened. Not saying that it should have happened. I'm glad it didn't. I hate to see raza killing each other. But call you for what? What are you going to do? You're going to go call a gang of homeboys to come and disrupt the fucking interview? Is it that serious? I don't think so, man. But the intention was there, and the wordplay was there. And most people that see it are like, come on, bro, your credibility is shot out. It's kind of fucked up now. You shouldn't even be talking about fighting, talking about gangbanging, talking about none of that. You should be talking about getting to the money, getting to the bag, getting to the rap game, period. Plain and simple. But of course, man, drama sells. So, and Lefty's becoming a master at drama. He's becoming a master at fucking wiggling, or those around him are dictating that program. He's doing his thing, right? So when he said that, hey, you should have called me next time. Call me when them fools are there. Don't disrespect me. I don't know what to say about that, bro. I don't know what one man can do against an army. But then again, I understand the feelings there when people feel like, hey, they're untouchable or they're that one, But best believe if he showed up, he would show up with the gang of his homeboys, man, probably double or triple to what the Norteños' presence was. And then, yes, it would be on. The funk would be on. But why? Why do you want to go press up on other brown men? Why do you want to go, do that when you had your own conflict within your own, bro, that you didn't handle? Or you're sitting down with the fucking dude who's been accused of being a fucking pedophile and no one's doing nothing, right? I don't understand that. You know, you talk about DOs and you talk about people that quit gangbanging are pieces of shit because they quit gangbanging because they're doing things. People are talking about criminal because he picked up a Bible and he's trying to do his thing. People are fucking putting all this pressure on people, other brown men, right? Yet when they have a dude that's right there in front of them, man, that's been accused, that's admitted, self-admitted to talking to 16-year-olds, that's done different shit. Nada. Crickets. You know what I mean? Chirp, chirp. Locusts. You know, that nothing's happening. So I don't know. You know, that's called individualism. That's called favoritism. That's called picking your poison. I guess you could talk shit about these people because they don't got much, but because this guy got a little bit of money and a platform, he's all good. He gets the pass. Whatever, right? So when I heard that, and that goes on every side, man. Anyone who fucking sits down with that dude, they know better. You know, people were talking about Wes Watson. Oh, the pinchy Wes, from fist to elbow. They were talking about Wes Watson. Oh, he's a piece of shit. He's no good. He went and took a picture with Diddy. He should have ran up and handled his business on Diddy. I agree. For all the fucking shot calling and Llavero shit that he talked about and all the high power fucking fuck chomos and all this he talked about, he sure was over there fucking doing the fucking manscape and the fanscape with fucking Diddy. Hey, look who I ran into, right? Diddy fucking had his finger up fucking Wes Watson's asshole looking for an apple so they can make a kicker for Pruno, right? And fucking Wes Watson's just sitting there all fucking happy. Hey, you never know. My life's a movie. Yeah, a fucking chirujo porn. Anyways, look. Again, picking and choosing. You know, oh, I would never hang around with a rat or a raper or this or that. But you're over there fucking flicking it up with P. Diddy, drinking a latte together. La-di-da. Who sing that? I did. Now, when it comes back to the Norteño song, man, the Unity song, it's a great thing, Unity. You know, it's always been a good thing. It's always something that the Norteños have possessed and pushed. You know, when you're incarcerated, even as Southerners and Northerners, you all come together with your gente, man, regardless of audio. Any audio conflict and shit, you put that to the side, you know? Hey, you seen it in the movies like American Me, man, when he says, hey, think about this from 18th Street. And he says, hey, Holmes, there is no La Primera, no 18. None of that in here. There's always going to be your barrio. You're always going to have love and pride in your barrio, but you have to come together for a greater movement, a greater cause, which is, you know what I mean, to impose your will, but also to hold it down so that way your opposition doesn't see a weakness and a crack in your, any flaws in your step. You know how it is in prison. Hey, to each their own. Now, it's fucked up that there's a divide between North and South, but there's been that for 50 years, right? So Northerners do the exact same thing, man. When they all get incarcerated, they all come together. But not only do they do that in prison, they also do that on the streets. And that was a perfect example of a whole bunch of Norteños coming together to show canalismo. Now, that song wasn't a bad song, but there was one thing that's getting everyone talking, right? One of the guys who pulled up to No Jumper for the backing of Lazy Boy, basically he went, for canalismo, he went to show, hey, homes, Norteños move as one unit together. You know, he took his gente with them. Lazy Boy, of course, took backup. If I was ever going in somewhere, man, I'd take a few people with me, you know? Hey, that's just the way it is, bro. It's not because a motherfucker's scared. It's because a motherfucker's smart, right? You're going to come with your people. I'm going to come with mine. So he comes with his gente. And one of these guys is a known rapper out of the Sacramento area, right? Good music, been doing his thing, OG in the game when it comes to rapping. And he said a line in that song, man, that he didn't even have to put in there. And basically in that line of that song, you can go back and look at it. It's called Unity. He says he disrespects Southsiders, but he also says that they pulled up to No Jumper, strapped up, ready for whatever. Basically like, hey, we're going wherever we want. Now, quietly, the unspoken rule is here. Any man is going to go anywhere he wants, bro. You're entitled to go wherever you want. You dictate your own program. No one can stop you if you don't want to be stopped. There could be repercussions. You can get stopped in your tracks while you're there. But ultimately, if you want to pull up to Los Angeles, to Merced, to Modesto, you know, when I see people posting, hey, I'm over here in this hood, cool, it doesn't take much to it takes a little gas money. That's it. Right? But when you talk about, hey, we were strapped up ready, you're fucking up because you're fucking letting the opposition know what they should already know without it being spoken. Quietly as it's kept, things need to be quietly as they're kept, right? There's certain things you shouldn't speak about. Just like Lefty, when Lefty said, oh, I had it on me. You know, what was I going to do to Lucky? Fucking blast him in front of 3,000 people. I had it on me, basically, right? Motherfucker, we don't need to know you have it on you. Just like this Norteño saying that we had it on us. We assume you guys do have it on you. We assume, Lefty, that maybe you do. You shouldn't. You're on parole. We assume everyone has it on them. But don't say it, because what you're doing, bro, is you're causing conflict, and you're basically saying like, hey, we went there ready for whatever. Yes, of course, the Norteño movement dictates you must be ready at all times. Don't present yourself presented. You understand? And everyone knows that. Anyone who's laced up and done time and just knows. A Norteño will always be ready at a half 60 at all time. Always ready to go. Defensive stance, but always aware. But when you're doing that, it's like you're egging it on. But you can't do that from a distance, Holmes. You can't do that after the fact. You can't go to someone else's backyard, Holmes, and then, go there, do your little professional meeting, your little interviews. Everything's good in the hood. Get on, and then later on disrespect. Hey, we were there. You Vatos didn't do nothing. Because at the end of the day, because that's what it seems like, whether them words are actually spoken, it doesn't make you look cool. You don't get brownie points for having pulled up somewhere and then later on talking about it. Hey, everyone's seen that you were there. Everyone's seen a Norteño presence there. Not a lot of people liked it. There's still a lot of people discussing it. But now all you did was slap people in the face. Now all you did was put a sour taste in their mouth. Worse than it was already there. And I know people are like, I don't give a fuck. That's the opposition. Fuck them. That's how people talk. But you have to respect all men, especially your adversary. You can't be incarcerated and function on the same yardas together, handling business together, at an end all hostilities, and not respect it even a little bit, because your forefathers and the people that set the foundation down are the ones that put that put that movement in place. You got to respect your elders. You got to respect the functions of the whole group as a whole. Rap music's cool, talking shit's cool, social media is cool, but at the end of the day, this is real life shit. I would hate to see people get hurt, because let me tell you how the Southerners feel, man. I'm not a Southerner, but I know, I've talked to a few, and I know they feel like that was a slap in the mouth. They feel like, hey, this Vato didn't have to say that. If it was really that serious, they could have fucking called 50 Southsiders, 50 Northerners, and let them do their thing at No Jumper. And Adam could have filmed it all and got hella views, right? That's the way it could have been. But you can't talk after the fact, man. It just doesn't make you look good, and it makes no sense. Now, I'm not woofing on that Vato saying he's not about the business, because everything I've heard from other people is that rapper's about the business. He pulled up, Holmes. But let me explain something to you about pulling up. People are like, damn, the active Norteños pulled up to No Jumper. That's what I'm talking about. Shit, 3-4 years ago, fucking, I was on live in Orange County, Holmes, with a bunch of non-active Norteños. Do you remember? 5,000-6,000 people in the live right there at the fucking Motel 6, right down the street from Disneyland, getting ready to go to the Cholo Trucker fight. I pulled up with my homeboys. I pulled up, but there was but I respected it. I didn't woof about it. I didn't say, fuck these Vatos, or, we're in LA, or we're in Orange County, or, hey, we're in Victorville, or wherever we were at during that whole process. I said, hey, man, it's lovely out here. Nothing but respect. Thank you, guys. I appreciate the Southern hospitality. That's and that's coming from what they consider a dropout, man. Consider someone that's a piece of shit. Someone that stepped back, that ain't part of the shit anymore, right? But I had a lot of respect. When you're active and you're functioning, you carry yourself to a certain standard as a gang member, you also got to have that respect. You can't let a dropout have more respect than you have. It just doesn't work that way, right? It's not supposed to. But it did in this case and instance. I'm saying like this, bro. I say that to say this. Respects for that Unity song. Badass song. Hey, I endorse it. People go out there and listen to it, man. I guess that motherfucking fire going again, homie. So scam my buy back in, right? Fuck nah. Hey, but that song, bro, about the no jumper, that lyric about the no jumper incident and pulling up and strapped up, they could have went without that. But it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, Norteños don't give a fuck what the Southsiders think, and Southsiders definitely don't give a fuck what the Norteños think. And with that type of mentality, bro, your money's going to be limited. Your movement's going to be limited. And there's going to be a lot less brown people in this world, man. When we have so much opposition from different ethnic groups and different things going on, man, we're too fucking worried about what the other side thinks. With that being said, I hope that you move with a purpose. Get everything that you want coming and let me know, what do you guys think? Do you think people are just making a big deal out of it? It ain't really nothing. To be honest with you, man, that was one little lyric in a song. But I could see how the Southern raza would feel about that. Like, hey, Holmes, that's disrespectful. And then it makes you look like, hey, bro, no one knew you were there. That's after the fact, bro. Let's keep it real. Hey, and if you were strapped up, shh, don't talk about it unless you use it, man. There's a lot of fucking law enforcement and people that are waiting and watching and hoping something kicks off or a body fucking comes up in a river, in the LA River, right? So guess what they can say, man? They can keep the fucking shit going and keep locking up brown men. Keep locking up our youngsters, our young brown men. That's what they want to do, Holmes. Giving them life sentences and eventually, ultimately being able to slam them back in the shoe for indeterminates. That's the goal. And we're allowing them to do that. Man, damn Mexicans. With that being said, thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive for what I truly believe in. And that's the betterment of all raza, all people. Even my wood brothers. Now I'm going to go get me a drink of coffee. The gun. Bang, bang.